Hey everyone, this is Warren Howe. Hope you're having a great day as always. So today we're going to actually look at the public portfolio. Yep. So as promised at the beginning of the year, we promised to update the portfolio. We promised to actually show our moves transparently. What were the trades that we make? Whether it's a losing trade, whether it's a winning trade, we will show you transparently. What happened, right? We will also show you guys how much we actually deposit inside, right, as promised. Yeah, because again, the whole strategy of this public account, this public portfolio, is actually to actually show, it's actually preach the method, right, the strategy of earning our money, saving it, investing it, reinvesting, right. So that's the beauty of what we're gonna do here. And eventually you can see, you can I'm going to be showing our moves later on. Yep. So we made a move yesterday, Malaysian time, which is the recent market open. Yep. And we bought a stock. Okay. So later we're going to have the drum roll. But before I go into that, I just want to say that we also revealed our strategies, right, for 2022, and we're also going to share why we bought this stock, what is our thought process on selling this stock, right, having a buy plan, having a sell plan, and just to repeat that, right, based on our 2022 strategy, is that we are going to remain very flexible in the market. We're going to remain very liquid in the market, right? We don't have to marry a stock. We have already married two stocks in the public account, which is SoFi and Tesla. Yep, marrying meaning we're going to hold for long term regardless. Yep. But obviously, looking at the moves of SoFi, we obviously want to hedge on, the reason why we're doing that is because we want to hedge on positions. We want to hedge on, earlier gains, and we decided to move on to like a 40-60, 40 short term, 60 long term, or 50-50, because whether we like it or not, it's still a small account, right? It's still a small account. And I think like I have to literally think like a retail investor with a net worth of 5,000 USD or less, right? So this is a substantial amount. It's a substantial liquid net worth of that person, let's say. So I have to think like that person, and I'm also preaching the earning, saving, investing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 500 USD next week or this week, right? Depends on when the money goes and when I'm free. But I'm going to be depositing it in, right? Because I want to make the habit of depositing 300 to 500 USD every month, right? Just to grow this account nicely, and we can see it growing in the account, right? Hopefully we can see the NAV growing to 300,000, hopefully, right? But not within a year. Anyway, that is the thought process that I have, right? And 2022 will be a rocky year in my opinion for stocks. So what is the character, and what is my sort of portfolio blueprint that I set is that I want to be in and out. I don't want to one night stand on the stocks, right? I don't want to be marrying a stock. I'm okay with selling this stock after 2 weeks and just to be having some profit, like exactly what I did on Himax. Yeah. So drum roll please, because we're gonna reveal the stock that we bought. Sorry, and it's Coinbase. Okay, it's Coinbase. Now these are the positions currently. It's just 3 positions. And by the way, guys, we do not need 10 positions on. We can be focused investing. Yep, focused investing from 3 to 5 stocks. That's all we need. Because when we have focused investing, it's all the matter of higher conviction, right? That means you have really did your homework. You have really did your thought process, right, into it. You have done, you have spent more hours of work into these stocks more than others, right? For example, right? So, it's okay being focused, having a focused investing account. So currently we are not too bad because we have we are up 9%, I believe. TWR, right, time weighted returns for this account, we started with 3,000, and so far so good, right? We took profit on 150, having capital profit gain on Himax, right, in 2 weeks. So not too bad so far, right? And I'm going to show my thought process of why did we buy Coinbase. Yeah. Now, first of all, what we did was we went in with an average price of 225.45, right? I could have gone lower, but anyway, it is what it is. And we bought 4 shares. Why 4 shares? Because 4 shares is 900 USD. Now 900 USD for the account is like close to 30%. And again, this is not a big account, right? And I want to see some meat on the profits. So I'm going to show my thought process with a graph and some fundamentals just to be sharing it out with you. But we went in this 30%, not too bad. We intend to actually just I intend to actually just have a quick gain because I see the market actually recovering from a huge sell-off. But that's why I got $900 worth. Yeah. And let me show you the TWR that we have. Yeah, so up, currently it's 10%, right? Not too bad for 2 weeks work, but I'm not aiming for that. I'm aiming for the big, the bigger fish, and along the way. So it's right now it's 50 short term, 50 long term. But anyway, this is what it is. So why did we buy Coinbase? Okay, so you already know what we did. The cash. Oh, sorry, a quick one. The cash right now is at $593, which is close to 12%. I believe, right? Close to 12%, which is not too bad. We still got 12% cash. We can buy on heavy dips, right? Which I foresee there will be more in this year, right? Interest rates coming up, and we shared this before in one of the videos. Again, if you haven't watched it, please check out the videos. We share our thought process on our strategy, right? Moving into 2022, what do we think? What's it going to be? Are we going to be more selective? Check out the videos and show a brother some love. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this so far, or if you want to see updates into our our portfolio moves, right? How are we going to grow this account 3,000 to X amount? Hopefully we've been doing a good job. But the most important is that hopefully you can emulate this thought process, right? Our thought process of why we bought it at what time, and we tried our best to update it like as fast as we can, right? We are still getting used to YouTube videos, but again, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button if you haven't. So and comment whatever that you think, right? Was this a good buy? Was this a bad buy? We want to know. So hopefully we can actually have a good interaction. Yeah. So why did we buy Coinbase? Now, first of all, when I look at price action, okay, and this is no surprise. I mean, the last 2 weeks was rough on all tech. Right, all fintech stocks, tech stocks. The only ones that are going up is probably close to energy, industrials, health a little bit, but we can actually see Finviz for that. But in general, all tech stocks were beaten down like crazy. Right, check out this move here. So from from their highs, it has dropped down all the way 39% before that run up. Yeah, 39%, and basic sort of. Looking at price charts, right? Basic support and resistance, it is actually at a level where it's decent, right? Is at a level where it's a decent support. So this is how we can actually just a quick combination. I'm not a good trader, to be frank, but when I look at this price action, I see way oversold. So that's reason number one. Okay, way oversold. Now again, we shared our strategies before in our previous videos. If you haven't checked them out. Because my thought process is we don't want to be just simply buying on the dip. When T-Dog goes down like crazy, I'm not going to be buying T-Dog unless they really improve their balance sheet, really improve their profitability, expanding margins. When I really see their path to profitability clearer and faster, these are the stocks that I want to go because I want to have that, cushion, right? We are in a scenario where we can't afford to lose money and, Warren Buffett's rule, right? Rule number one is never lose money. Rule number two is never forget rule number one. So we have to be really safe. And what is our thought process of being safe? Our thought process of having that cushion is that it has to be on an oversold position before having that little bounce back up. And, the strategy going into here is that this could be like a feeler position. 30% of the portfolio is actually quite big, but we could have like a feeler position because feeler position meaning that, okay, it could be starting out. We could start out with this position and maybe we could add on if the cash allows us to do that for a trade. But I'm happy, like what I've been saying in the previous video, right? I'm happy with it having like a 15% gain, 30% gain, whatever it is, and just raising cash. So when I raise cash, I could allocate into the longer term stocks, which for me right now is Tesla and SoFi, on weakness. So if Tesla and SoFi continues to dip, right, the fintech stocks that we believe continue to dip, it could be a long-term position. Now Coinbase could be also a long-term position, right? But it has the elements of a good trading position because it's oversold, and it has the elements of being a long-term position because of the fundamental, which we're going to go through. Now, when I see this, I'm like, okay, the earnings are coming out, right? What were this is the second reason, yeah? what was the transactions of crypto in the few months? As we know, Coinbase is actually a brokerage firm, right? Majority of the revenues are actually on brokerages. So when I think about that, I think about, okay, what was the volume traded in and out for crypto, right? Whether we like it or not, crypto is here to stay. Crypto has been beaten down, and obviously the progress of how crypto moves overall, Bitcoin overall, will also affect Coinbase. But how has it been in the past few months? Buying and selling, especially institutions, have been trading a lot. So what will the likelihood of the earnings be in the next round to come? Yep, that's the second reason. The third reason is, and I'll give a little fundamentals in here, okay? The third reason is that it checks out the criteria of having a very decent balance sheet or good balance sheet, having good margins, profit margins. I mean, this checks out as a good play simply because of fundamentals. When we look at the financials, these guys, it's crazy. These guys have a 52% net profit margin. 52%. Okay? Check out the balance sheet, right? Total current assets, right? Obviously, you can't really factor in the custodial funds. Custodial funds is basically the funds that they have that they cannot touch because it's actually holding for customers. But the cash in the bank is already 6 billion. There's in thousands, okay? 6 billion. Now, if you minus the custodial funds, the current assets will be close to 7B. That's insane for a 40B market cap company. That's insane, right? Let's put it that way. Now, total assets will be 18, minus the custodial is close to 9. And you got custodial fund due to customers. So this offsets. They have a healthy balance sheet of liabilities of 13 minus 8, 5. So it was 8. So it's close to 9B in total assets if you don't include the custodial funds, minus 5 or 4. That's a very healthy balance sheet, right? It's a very healthy balance sheet. So that's number one, okay? And again, I didn't do a deep dive because my intention was not to hold long term anyway, because when Fed, we anticipate that the Fed raise interest rates more in this year, their stock price could be heavily affected as well, especially if crypto. Yep. So that's the other sort of restriction that we don't want to go in too heavy because of crypto, right? Crypto, we see more volatile in this year, but again, we have a position anyway, so we are sort of cushioned, right, at the oversold position. So that's number one, right, in terms of looking at the financials. Yep. Number two is check out their revenue, guys. Net revenue, which is the majority of revenues, right, is transaction fees. 4.8 billion, total revenue of 5.3. Their net income is at 2.78B, which puts it to 52% margin. Now, this is 2021, 9 months, right? 3 quarters worth of net income. And furthermore, the catalyst to push this stock up will be their new NFT platform, right? Again, we expect next earnings to have good trades, right? Good revenues. We haven't really dug in deep into the guidance, but we believe that because of this oversold position, it will give us a cushion. Yep. So 52% net income in this environment is crazy. Now, we've all been saying, right? High growth stocks are getting beaten down because they're not earning money, right? A low balance sheet, high debt. But this is exactly opposite of that. This is exactly opposite. They are having net income, strong net income margins, right? Expanding margins. Check out the margins. 2020, they had 145 mil, and now growing to a 2.7B, 8B earning company. Market cap of 43B. So people could argue that they have a very high valuation, and I do agree. But that's why I'm okay right now and that's one of the reasons why the stocks are actually getting beaten down, right? High valuations, they don't deserve it right now in a higher interest environment, so they get beaten down. But I don't mind. So when I don't mind, I also don't mind actually just holding this for probably before earnings, right? Hopefully that the stock price goes up. But if it goes down, then we will just hold it along the way and set a cut loss level, which, cross our fingers, hopefully that doesn't happen. But then again, it is what it is. There's no emotion involved. If there's a cut loss, then we cut it off. It's as simple as that. Yeah. So I hope, especially, why did the stock price, stock market jump today? It was because of what Powell, announced, that, U.S. economy can actually withstand Fed tightening, Omicron surge, right? He gave some reassurance in a way in the market. That's why everything went up. But, currently it's just a 5% up, when that's not what we aim for. We're actually having, it could possibly, right, go back up to 350 or below, or 280. It depends. So we want to see how it plays out and whether our thesis is correct before we actually make a sell. But that's our thought process, and that's a little bit on why we actually went into Coinbase. I hope you guys got some value out of this, right? So again, if you want to follow us, in our journey, hopefully we can grow together. You can follow our thought process. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.